Hey YouTube, it's Jeff at Darkmoon Metals. If you caught my last video, you know that I'm in the middle of making a fantasy-style dagger. Now, the video before this was forging a triangular taper, or at least attempting to. I believe that was the title. This is by no means perfect. I don't know how well you can see it, but this is a blade with a triangular taper. You could use the same technique in the forging process to make yourself a triangular punch. I just wanted to see if I could do it again, see if lightning could strike twice, because this is the second one that I will be making. However, it's the first one that I have filmed. Today we're going to start making some of the other components so we can put this dagger together. So stick around. Next step, we need to cut out all the rose components on the plasma cam. I got a sheet on the plasma cam ready to go. This material is about 90 to 92 thousandths thick. My standard blanks are made from between 30 and 35 thousandths, depending on whatever I find at the scrapyard that day. And I want this to be much more substantial, considering it's going to be the hilt of a dagger. So this is going to be just about 3 times thicker than my normal roses. I need to go into the software, take my patterns, reduce them in size, make sure that they're the correct scale for what I need on the dagger. Moving right along. The pommel's done. Well, it's not completely finished. It still needs to have its final cleanup. I just threw that on the lathe, just started playing around. I knew I wanted to use the hex stock and keep a portion of it, so it kind of made it more interesting to look at. The next step, I need to fold the petals. Now, normally I would do this by forming it right on the shaft of whatever it is I'm making. When I make the regular steel roses, all of this is connected to its final resting place, and then I just kind of form everything. Since I'm going to be using an oxypropylene torch, I don't want to do all the shaping on the dagger portion itself. So what I've done is I made myself a little jig. This is the same size hex stock that's in the blade. tapped. This is a little scrap piece of EMT conduit that I burned the galvanized coating off of, and what's going to happen is this is going to act as a clamp, so I have something to hold all the pedals in so I can hit it with the heat and it's nowhere near the blade. Alright guys, the formation of the flower is complete. I still need to peel back the petals. Unfortunately, I'm almost out of oxygen and I don't think I'm going to have enough to complete that process. Alright YouTube, this is all still very hot, so I'm going to leave this alone to cool, and I think this is about as far as I'm going to get today. Well YouTube, so far this has been a pretty fun build. I hope you've been enjoying it. This is the second part in the series. The next video will be the third and hopefully last. We'll be making the wooden handle, probably either a walnut or a purple heart. I haven't really made up my mind yet. I'm also going to be making the cross guard, which is going to be the leaves of the rose, and I might get Dana to do the engraving of the veins rather than me cutting them in with a chisel, just to get her involved a little bit more on this project. And we'll be wrapping it up, and in the next video I'm going to tell you what the name of this dagger is. So hopefully you'll come back and spend a little more time in the shop and see the conclusion of this series. But until then, this has been Jeff at Darkmoon Metals. I'll see you again soon.